get started. Just so you know, I am recording the audio of this. It helps me to do the minutes in case I forget any of the details. So what I'm going to do now is transfer to the screen and go over the agenda, and I will read it out loud for those of you that are not seeing the screen. First of all, thank you for joining us. What I'm looking for is some brainstorming today. We have decided to have what we're going to call GoSolar Day, and it's going to be a mini GoSolar Fest. Those of you that know us know we've done 3 GoSolar Fests, and we've done them in a convention center, typically a 2-day event, pretty big deal. Well, this event is going to be not such a big deal. We want it to be more casual. And we're going to target businesses, municipalities, and residents that are interested in solar, renewable energy, and electric vehicles in Broward County. It's going to be our final capstone event for the GoSolar Florida grant, and we're tentatively planning it for late February, early March. And the reason those dates are important is because the grant ends April 30th. So we want to get it before then. There are a few givens that I want to just let you know that are, I mean, we can talk about them, but they're not that negotiable, that it would be just a 1-day event. We're going to go to our Broward County Commission and ask them to declare it GoSolar Day, and that's a means of helping with marketing it so that perhaps the press will join us. What are you pointing at? Someone else joined us?
There's a note from Paul about can't hear or something.
Oh, I don't see the note. Where do you see it?
No, it was there and disappeared.
Chat. Is that it? I don't hear anything. I tested my speakers and they're okay. Hi.
Hi, you guys.
How are you?
Good. How are you? Hi.
Okay, so one of our participants can't hear us, so I just texted him to see if he can at least see the agenda so that he knows what we're talking about.
You may have to call in if he hasn't, because didn't he show up as not called in?
Yeah. Let's see, the number is 415. That's why I always write it down here. Sorry for the delay, folks. 415-655-0002. Okay, so let me go back. We're talking about the givens, number 2. The reason that, you know, we want this event to be late February, early March is because the grant ends 4/30. We're looking at 2 audiences. We want professionals and we want residents. So what we've been thinking is having the event from like 1 p.m. to 8 p.m. so that from like say 1 to 3 would be more for the municipalities and the professionals. We would take a couple hours off and then go back in the evening to accommodate the residents. And then one other given is it would be free attendance and free exhibitors. That way we would get better participation. I'm going to share number 3 now, potential partners. This is just like my brainstorming, but what I'd like to do is get your comments on who else maybe should be added to this list. Hello, has someone joined us?
Yes, it's Paul.
Hi, Paul.
I was trying to do it on my computer, but I'll do it on the phone.
Okay. I'm having a brain fart. What's your last name, Jill?
R-with-H-O-R-W-I-T-Z. No, just one out.
Okay, thanks. So let me go back to the agenda now. So we want municipalities. We want our GoSolar Florida partners. Now, they're not maybe going to all come down. We have partners in Gainesville. It'll be up to them whether they want to come or not. But one of the reasons we're doing this is we want to showcase our grant final product, which is the, we forget the acronym. What is it? Solar Plans Design System. Okay. We want to invite the past GoSolar Fest exhibitors and sponsors, hence, you know, that's Paul, perhaps Lucia, utilities, Florida Sun, which is the co-ops that are going on around the state. We want to invite building officials of Florida. We've had past interest from FIU, FAIR, electric car manufacturers and dealers, car charging companies, our Greater Fort Lauderdale Alliance, Sierra Club. So what I'd like to do is just open it for discussion. Is there anyone on the phone that's like, oh, you missed this group, they really should be included? And if you don't have the thought of it right now, you could always email me later.
I think the Nature Conservancy.
Nature Conservancy?
Energy in Miami. Yeah. TNC.
What's
their acronym is TNC, the Nature Conservancy.
Oh, okay.
How about Floridians for Solar Choice and Southern Alliance for Clean Energy?
Southern Alliance for Clean Energy, yeah.
Okay. Anybody else have any ideas?
I think FL Sun has worked very well with our state partner, and that's the League of Women Voters. And so I'm sure there's a local partner, a local chapter there in Broward County that would.
Okay, this is
U.S. Green Building Council.
That went to Chicago for that Clean Energy Cities workshop.
Yeah.
Jason involved with that. Are you familiar with that?
No. What say the name again?
Well, Jason in your office was involved in that.
Clean Cities Coalition, is that?
No. It's Clean Energy Cities. It was put on, I forget the name of the national organization, but Jason was there, somebody from Dade and Palm Beach County. I went. And anyway, it's how to promote solar in your community.
Okay.
The topic.
Okay.
You were saying something?
Yeah, U.S. Green Building Council.
Oh, good one.
There is also another FAIR, F-A-I-R, which is the Florida Association for Insurance Reforms, which has a significant solar program and pace and stuff.
Oh, what about, is there a name of our PACE in Broward County? PACE?
Yeah, PACE is an acronym for Property Assessed Clean Energy.
Okay.
And that is voted by at the municipality level, I believe. I don't know whether the county it's done countywide or not.
Okay.
It is, but a couple of cities have chosen to opt out, but that's only because they already have their own PACE program.
Oh.
So we could invite them to also show theirs so that everybody can see on the map, okay, these, 25 or 27 cities are covered in Broward PACE, the ones that aren't, here's the next table over.
That would be great.
As well. So
okay.
You might want to invite them to the individual
cities.
City PACE programs. Yeah. Terry Fisher will be able to tell you which they are.
Terry Fisher? It's like Fisher, okay. That's what I thought, but yeah. Okay. Well, that's been really good additions. Let's move on, and if you come up with something else, you can interrupt and tell us or email me later. We want to have it in Broward County, I know that much. I'm hoping to find a municipality to co-host it with us, and I'm hoping maybe the city of Fort Lauderdale. I wasn't able to contact the sustainability group from them because I didn't have enough time and I didn't know who to contact, but I will contact them soon. You know, Nancy Gassman or somebody like that, I'm sure.
I'm blanking on his name at the moment, but
you can always send it to me later.
Yeah.
You know, and I was even thinking like we have a facility here called War Memorial, and it's a very small facility compared to a convention center, but might be perfect for this. But we'll ask the city and see what they say. Does anyone have any other suggestions for the location?
Media coverage, you know, we want to contact the media. Michael Putney from Channel 10 has been extremely supportive.
Oh, okay. Let me add that down here. I like Michael Putney. That's who I watch. Okay. But let me go back to locations. Does anybody have any great, I was thinking, you know, Jeff, my director was thinking county parks, which is always a possibility, but I'm hoping we'll need something bigger. Even though I'm telling you small, I mean small compared to the Broward County Convention Center, but I'm not sure a park would be large enough unless the exhibitors were in the parking lot. Of course, you know, because this is very short notice, we might only get 10 exhibitors, but I'm hoping we get 50 exhibitors, and therefore, you know, I don't think a county park could accommodate that. But I'm going to write it down anyways. Again, if you think of something later, let me know. Well, here I think is important for you just to get an idea of what we have in mind with this. Our goals. First of all, one of the key deliverables of our grant is the solar plan design system. And that is something that FSEC, our partner, is working on right now. And it's a way that people can submit their plans anywhere in the state of Florida using this system. And the output will be electrical drawings, and you will add your structural plans to that. So our big goal is to start letting the state know that it exists and start testing it. Now, it won't be finalized by the end of March. It will be finalized by the end of April. But we need to get building officials to know about it and start testing it so that they will accept it when it is finalized.
Okay, so that's making me think you really want the building officials.
Their name was on the list.
Okay.
I don't know that I got their association, but building officials definitely.
And then do you want like architects and engineers as well? Do you want to cite like AIA?
AIA.
Yeah, the architects. They're bigger in Miami than they are in Broward.
Okay, but that's fine. Okay. And I do have building officials here, don't I? Yeah. Yeah, building officials of Florida. Okay. Very good. Our second goal here is increased solar installation in Broward County. Our third is to promote the GoSolar Florida bulk purchase of solar panels in Broward County. For those of you that are not aware, part of our grant is to hire Community Solar, who's being represented on the phone by Emily. They're going to be our partner, and we're hopefully issuing the purchase requisition today, and they're going to help us create a co-op, 2 co-ops in Broward County. Now, we also have on the phone Angela, wrong form, let me look over here. Angela right here, DeMondbrun, who lives in Jacksonville, and she's been the person behind the co-ops in Florida. And I know you're driving, so perhaps you don't, your answer will be no, but I thought, could you briefly just describe what you've done so far in Florida and what for the other people on the phone?
Sure.
If not, we can ask Emily Seaver to do it if you're driving.
I am. I actually pulled over for a few minutes. I'll just briefly say we We started in Orange County last year. Really before I came on, Emily kind of spearheaded those co-ops, 2 co-ops in Orange County that really spread like wildfires, and they brought FL Sun. A couple of the co-op members brought FL Sun to Florida. When I came on in June, we launched St. Petersburg. So we had over 200 signups, and we're in the installation phase right now. At the same time, we launched a 3rd Orange County solar co-op that had over 500, I believe it's 530 total signups, and they're just beginning their installation phase. So it's been a tremendous, it's been a whirlwind of activity. Space Coast launched a couple months ago, and they just picked their installer, and so that they're at a whole separate stage, but that's moving forward. They're at their site visits, and we'll be launching Sarasota, which is why I'm here in Sarasota to help launch their co-op January 4th. So we have a lot of excitement, a lot of people going solar, a lot of people talking about solar, so we're very excited to bring that program to Broward County.
And we're really excited, too, because we've been working on this GoSolar grant for a few years now, and there really hasn't been much solar installed down in South Florida. And we're hoping to change that by working with you. Did anyone have any questions for Angela? Isn't that great news that we're doing this? The next item up here, the next bullet point is we hope to do the exact same thing of group purchasing for electric vehicles in Broward County. And that's something I'm going to do on my own. We're not going to hire a consultant to do it for us. It's a little bit easier, I think. People buy cars every day as opposed to putting solar panels on their roofs. And we're going to go to our commission next month to have them officially endorse it. And then I'm going to do a request for proposals from different dealers throughout South Florida to offer cars. Now, this is something that's been done successfully in several places in the country already, Colorado and Georgia, Utah. And I've spoken to those people. I've gotten written reports from them on instructions how to do it. And I've made a wonderful contact at Nissan. That's a lot thanks to FSEC, Colleen, because Michael and I attended the EV Summit in October, learned so much there, and met some good contacts. So we have met someone from Nissan. He's not a dealer, he's an actual works for the manufacturer, and he's willing to offer Nissan Leafs $10,000 below MSRP. Then you can add to that another $7,500 off your federal taxes. So a $30,000 car is now, you know, maybe $15,000. And so that's, and that it will be available to everyone in Broward County, including our fleet. So, and I've gotten our fleet people interested, and they're very interested. They don't have a pot of money, but they have a need to buy cars and the will to buy electric. So somehow we're going to work that out with them. So we'll be promoting that. And of course, so that might bring a different group of people. You know, solar's kind of expensive, even though the prices have come down. So there are people that may not be interested in GoSolar Day, but when they hear that maybe they can get a $30,000 car for $15,000, that might bring a more different crowd to join us.
Will we have that worked out?
Oh, please, no, it won't be worked out, no. Okay. But
how do we?
It takes, well, we'll just promote it, basically. Right. Promote that we're going to do it, maybe have people sign up that they're interested, that kind of thing.
An email list,
right,
more information.
Right. Because unfortunately, requests for proposals take months and months, yes. No, I would be looking for multiple. Okay. You know, the best deal from everybody that wants to do it. Now, like, for example, in Colorado, the first time they did it, they only got Nissan involved. But then it was so successful and got so much press that the other dealers woke up and said, we want to participate. So they had 2 or 3 of them, 2 or 3 rounds of group purchasing. And in the subsequent rounds, they got like 3 or 4 different models. They got. They can all be available. They can all be available at the same time, and then it's up to the consumer which car fits their needs better.
Because we're having a corporate sustainability workshop with the Alliance and JM Family for probably February.
Oh, great.
So we wanted to invite you to talk about EV and procurement anyways to the group.
Great.
Because we want to, as sustainability stewards has grown to 450, we want to kind of recreate that now on the private sector because they don't have anything for a peer exchange.
Very good.
On the corporate side, so we're going to start launching that. We'd like to invite you to speak about this, invite them to here, and maybe also before that, talk to Christina separately from JM and see if they'd like to.
And I have a relationship with Christina already, so that's great. Yeah, and we've known each other for Emerald Awards.
Yeah, exactly.
And so, I'm sorry.
Oh, this is Emily Stever with Community Power Network. We received a small grant to do some research and piloting around EV co-ops. So we would love to help you with this effort because we're looking to pilot it in a couple of the areas where we're doing our co-ops. And so if there's a way we could help and talk about it to our solar folks, we would love to do that and learn. So we can talk more, I think, offline. But.
Very good. I'm thrilled to hear it. Thank you, Emily. So another thing that I'm hoping to do, and we have to do this very quickly. So I might have a lot of pipe dreams that can't happen, but I would love to have car dealers bring their cars and let people test drive them. Because one of the things I learned when I went to the EV Summit at FSEC was that these cars are fun, and that someone may not be interested in electric cars per se until they get behind the wheel. And then they're like, wow, they apparently have really good pick up and go, and they go fast quickly. And so I think if we can get people at our event to actually allow test drives, that might be a real good selling point. Now,
I have a question.
Yes, Paul.
What is going to encourage a dealer to bring his car and take his personnel to bring this for testing if the manufacturer is going to sell direct and cut him out?
No, the manufacturer is not going to sell direct. It will be through the dealers.
I got you. Okay. Understood.
But when you deal with the manufacturer, he encourages the dealers to participate.
Perfect. Okay.
Okay. Still going down our goals, another thing is I want to go back to the solar plans design system. Again, this is like the whole reason we got the GoSolar Florida grant to begin with, to make permitting easier throughout the state of Florida. So this GoSolar Day will also be all about training our partners, and I mean municipalities by that, and the different county partners, Miami-Dade, Alachua, and Orange. But it'll be about training contractors who install solar, and it'll be about training the building officials on what the solar plans design system is, how it works, and actually testing it. That's a real important thing. So we would probably want to provide some mini workshops. I'm not going to, have speakers from all around the country come, but, whoever we can get that's local to talk about the benefits of solar and electric cars, how and why to join the Florida Sun Co-op, how and why to join the electric vehicle co-op. Financing will be important. We want to have people that do financing right there, so that if people are interested, they can find out what's available. How the solar plan design system will actually improve solar permitting and encourage the contractors and building officials to beta test it. This is my brainstorming. What I was hoping is getting some of you people on the phone and having you say, oh, well, I think you should add this to the list. That's sort of the purpose of this meeting. What do you think, we could add, or what do you think we should add to make this a great event that we can pull off in just a few short months. And again, if you don't have the idea today, but it comes to you in the shower tomorrow, email it to me. And then as far as the media coverage, we added Michael Putney. Anyone else know of any good media that or ways to attract media attention?
There's Jim DeFini, and it might just be because of Amendment 1 was a political thing, but yeah, Jim DeFini is Channel 9. I held a press conference regarding Amendment 1, and the only one that responded was Michael Putney, so that's why he came to mind. And plus, he did stuff on his show. Jim DeFini did shows, but I got no. NBC said they were going to come, but they didn't, and Sun Sentinel never responded. But they should still be contacted.
Yeah, we'll do press releases and all that, yeah. But, you know, we've always done it for GoSolar Fest and had very little response. But perhaps now that amendment...
products. And
yeah, we have some products and, you know, because of the amendments, you know, maybe it's generated more interest. Maybe it'll be different.
Okay.
All right, so... yeah, This is Emily. I was going to say for some of the other co-ops, we've done a press conference to announce them, and that's been a really good media draw.
I didn't hear you. Who announced them?
Oh, I'm sorry. There's some background noise. This is Emily. For some of the other co-ops, we've done some press conferences to announce the launch of the co-op in partnership with the league, and that's been really helpful to get media interest because it's a new, exciting thing that's kicking off.
Okay. Yeah, maybe if we get the league involved, they'll actually attend that press conference. Okay, sounds good. And, you know, that's another reason we use our commission, because they're covered by the press. Mostly they have in the past not, you know, included GoSolar Fest in what their coverage, but they're at the meetings. So, you know, it's an effort. Okay. That's really all I have. I'm wondering, you know, are you willing to help us plan this? Are you willing to attend future conference calls to plan it some more? Do you have suggestions on what we should do? Well, what I'll do is I will send out the minutes of this meeting to you and to everyone I invited. You know, it was very short notice. I apologize for that. It's getting into the holidays. But I'm going to keep up trying to get more interest from other parties. And if you have suggestions or want to help us in any way, just let me know. Does anyone have any final comments or suggestions?
This is Emily. One, I'm really excited. I think this fits really well with the co-op. And two, I think we can talk a little bit more about some of the technical logistics for the co-op and then figure out how it fits into the day. But I think it fits really well.
Okay.
Okay, this is Colleen. There's one other topic you might want to add to the agenda, and that's community solar.
Okay.
And the reason I mention that is because FP&L had proposed a community, what they were calling a community solar program, which was really a green pricing program. And true community solar would fit very well, would be very compatible with the co-op because it's designed more for people that can't take advantage of putting solar on their own property.
Okay, that's a great idea. Thanks, Colleen. I'll add it. And I did invite FPL. You know, not the greatest supporter of solar, but they're a huge supporter of electric vehicles.
Right.
And it'd be better to work with them than against them, so they were not able to attend, but I think they'd participate. They participated in the past, and I think it's better to, you know, rather than exclude them, to try to work with them.
Yeah, and have you met their new EV program manager?
Yeah. We
know him very well. He's actually from our area.
Yeah, I met him at the EV Summit.
Right, okay.
I didn't actually invite him, though, to this meeting because, well, I had to do it all so fast, but I'll make sure to add him to the following.
Yeah.
Even if it's emails, yes. Good idea.
And did you know Chris is retiring in February?
Chris, I found that out yesterday, yeah, because she was not able to call in. She was, of course, invited to this as well.
Yeah.
Hajmati. But maybe she knows who's going to replace her and they could get involved.
Well, they're working on a succession plan right now, so I know the regional planning councils had major funding issues, so they may be looking for, you know, somebody else. I have no idea if this is true or not, but, you know, they could be looking to house it in another agency. I'm not sure.
Okay. All right, well, I thank you all again. I'll send you the minutes, and if you have come up with any other thoughts or suggestions, just hit reply and send it to me. I really appreciate your time, and have a happy holiday, everybody.
You too.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you, Kay. Bye.
Bye-bye.